Hella purple in here. It's super purple. I don't like it. This is TradingView, but I'll be doing it on Tradeify. My first CPI win. Hey, maybe. We'll see. Is growth account good? Yes. Yeah, you can do it with growth. I bought a 50. You could try to pass it on CPI, or at least make a little bit half. Why'd you start stream early? I'm gonna be full porting CPI. NQ. It has to be NQ minis, guys. You don't want to do the micro. 25-point entry indicator. Yep, it's this right here. If you guys want it. How many points would it move? The average is like 70, I think. 80, 90. We've been pretty volatile, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little bit more. Closer to 100. You get 30 points better? You can do 30 if you want. I mean, if you get anything between like 20 to 35, 40, you should be fine, I think. Guys, today we're going to do a PM stream as well. 30 points, 3 minis. I'm going to be doing 6 minis on my Apex accounts because that's what they allow. But you can do 3, yeah. Hoping Tradeify just doesn't lag. It's kinda laggy right now. You think this time it works? I think it'll work. I don't know if I'll get the actual executions that will make me the profits though, you know? Does that make sense? Like, you need to get a better lighting system in here. I'm gonna go crazy. You know what? That's pretty good. I'm doing it on Tradeify because I'm doing multiple accounts. So I think the copying will be a lot easier on Tradeify than anything else. Can you show how to do it on Tradeify? It's gonna be the exact same thing. I'm not gonna do it here because this is my actual account. But you're just gonna put an entry buy stop here and sell stop here. On Tradeify, it's gonna be the same thing. I'm just gonna use the number. Hey, why doesn't it say the number? Wait, it's not gonna tell me the number? I guess I gotta eyeball it. Okay, let's zoom in here big time. Apex was 4 minis? I think it's 6. They allow 6 on the 50K. What time is CPI? It's 8:30. So we got some time. A pullback with 6 minis will instantly blow. There's no... You're not... If there's going to be a pullback, your account will probably blow. The goal is to go from 25 to 50 immediately. I've never tried Tradesy, but I've been working on Alpha Trader. It's actually pretty good now. You got a 50K intraday. Is the maximum 4 for that one? For that one, no, it says maximum is also 6. $50K intraday trail? Yeah, 4 minis is 25K. Technically, there's a daily loss limit of... No, I think they removed 90% off. I think it's gone now. Lucid seems a lot cheaper than Alpha right now. Yeah, I mean, guys, we have an exclusive Alpha Futures code for 20% off. Only code Gatie. 20% off. So if you ever plan on getting that, it's definitely better than, well, it's only 10% more, but it's still 10%. I mean, you can save yourself extra money. Should I hold through CPI? Brother, I cannot answer that question for you. You full porting? I'm going to try, yeah. Today, and we're going to do it. We're going to try passing some accounts with CPI. I'm not going to do all the evals because I'm still skeptical. I'll just do half. And then we'll work on the other half in the morning session. How many contracts are you doing? I'm doing 6. Doing 6 minis, guys. You're going to have to do 75 point TP to pass these alpha zeros. You can always just make 1,500 or 2K, you know? Why not trading it? I will be trading AM session. Premium funded? You can do this on the alpha premium, but you have to make 1,500 only. So it should be even easier for you. Are we full porting right now? I will be, yeah. I think 25 point might be too tight. Then go higher. That's okay. You can do 30. The goal is just to get it somewhere here. Like it's just a ballpark. I'm not gonna be like, perfect. How was that tool? It's an indicator. If you want to use it, it's this one right here. Do I still have time? You have 9 minutes until the candle comes. 8 minutes. When do you place your? I'll do it like no. I'll do it like 30, like 1 minute 30. I'll do like 30 seconds before. Maybe even like 15, 20 seconds before. Because on Tradeify, it's really annoying to cancel orders. Or are you trading 1 hour early? I'm going to be full porting CPI. And then I'll show you guys. So after CPI, I'll show you guys how I do my pre-market planning, my outlook, my journal, set that all up so we're all ready for morning open. So we're still going to trade market open. This one, yeah, you can. Does Apex allow PA CPI? That I'm not sure of. We're doing 4 accounts, 5 accounts. Wait, let me make sure. We're doing 5 Apex 50Ks. Should I still put probably not. How's that tool? It's an indicator, brother. Are you bullish or bearish? 50-50. We'll do a full game plan after CPI. CPI 8:30 is usually crazy when 9:30 open usually. CPI is always 8:30. What's your stop loss? Stop loss. There's no stop loss, brother. Prepare to lose the entire account. You can full port Lucid Funded. Good luck, brother. You think Apex will deny price of this? I don't think so. I really don't think so. People have been doing this for like years with Apex. How does CPI affect PA after it is usually slow? From 8:30 to 9:30, it can be slow, but it can pick up. But we'll do a full plan after. Don't worry. Not that you have to trust my plan, but I'll be doing a full market plan after, and then we'll get ready. How many points above and below 30? You can do 30. 30 is good. Is there a name for the indicator? Yeah, right there on the screen. Could the CPI wick be a good draw on liquidity? Yeah. I mean, it'll just be like any liquidity pool. Do you do 5 NQ contracts? I'll be doing 6 because Apex allows 6. What's better, 25 or 30? Statistically, they're the same. What I found in the last 4 years, it's anywhere between 25 to 30, the pass rate's pretty much the same. What is that indicator? It's on the screen right there. It's called CPI strategy. You don't trade AM session? No, I'll be trading AM session. I'll be trading AM session. Whatever happens, guys, you have to listen. Whatever happens, you cannot let it affect you. Whatever happens, you move on. Win, lose, pass, fail. You don't get happy. You don't get sad. If you're participating. If you're not, then it doesn't matter. But if you're participating, whatever happens, you move on. You get over it. It's over. And then you what's it called? You trade the morning session, right? So after this, we're gonna make a plan for the morning. We're not gonna spend 50 minutes talking about the outcome. Like last time, last time we didn't even know what happened, but this time we know. And we're just gonna move on. Are you gonna long? I'm gonna place orders on both sides. LeBron leaving the Lakers? I have no idea. I agree. If you've never passed before, I mean, it doesn't really matter. If you've never passed before, you probably need to just work on the trading a little bit. You can do a 50K zero eval, not funded. You put buy stop and then sell stop. So buy stop here, sell stop here. So we're looking at around 160 and 105. If you can't afford to lose the accounts, yes, I highly recommend you don't do it. Trade properly, trust your own process. Why not funded? There are only a few Propfirms that allow you to full port funded accounts, but even then, they have like hedging rules and they can get your ass. Buy stops or limits. Buy stops and sell stops for entries. The limits are for TPs, but we're not going to use it to me because Tradeify has a feature where you can just it'll close automatically at 3,000. I set a daily target. I'm hoping it works. So you're going to put a buy stop above, sell stop below. I'm going to be doing it on NQ. What's the difference between a stop and a limit? So stop order, a buy stop, if it goes up, you're buying the strength. Basically like buy at this level if it goes up. Sell stop, if you say you have a sell stop right here, if it goes down, it'll sell at that level, right? But if you put a sell limit here, it's going to fill you in short right away. Sell limit is I want to be filled at this price. Think about it like price is going up, and then if it comes down, then you trigger your sell limit. So if you want to enter a short, you can put a sell limit below, and if it comes down, it hits your level, you get filled. Or you can put a sell stop below. Sorry, sell limit above. Oh, I'm a fool. I probably just confused the shit out of you. You get it? I'll do 25 to 30 points. When are you going to do it? 3 minutes. Okay, Defi, I'll restart. Ready? If you want to enter a long, with a pending order, there's two ways. You can put a buy stop above price, meaning if price goes up, your buy stop gets triggered at that price. You're in long. Alternatively, you can put a buy limit below, right? If you put a buy limit below, let's say I'll buy at this level if it hits, meaning if price goes down, you'll get filled long. But you don't want that when you're doing CPI because you want to buy when it's going up. If it goes down and you get triggered in longs, but that thing can just spike right through. You're donezo. So you want to enter with buy stops and sell stops. So buy stop, sell stop, and then if you want to put the limit would be TP. $10-second rule, is that on evals? I mean, you could just try to hold for 10 seconds, I guess. I think that's more of a funded thing, though. Which Propfirms can you full port? Apex, pretty much all of it. I don't know a single one you can't. How many points should I set my TP? Probably just to pass the account. If you try to put a buy limit above, you're gonna get immediately enter in long. You have to put buy limits below. If you buy limit above, that's like putting a market order buy, same thing. Because you're basically saying, oh, I'll buy it if it goes to 165. But it's already at 130. So why would you buy it at 165? Like, it doesn't make sense. What are your levels currently? No levels. After CPI, we'll mark out levels. In this gambling? Yes. How do you do that on Tradeify? You just click the screen. All right, guys, I already have my Tradeify set up, so I really don't want to click anything. But on Tradeify, you literally just click the screen, and you click. There's one button that comes up. It says buy, stop, or sell limit. You put it, and that's it. Put my orders in? No, but I'm gonna verbally say it. I'm not gonna show my Tradeify screen because it's perfectly set up on my monitor. But it's going to be exactly this. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to tell you guys. You just have to pay attention. You can use a stop loss. The way you would do it is as soon as you get filled, you want to place a stop after. Like drag it to break even or something. But I could use a trade Copper Infinity, but I don't think it's going to be as good. I don't think it's going to be as good as Tradeify execution. I don't want to execute on TradingView. Wait, what time? Okay, hold on. We got to lock in, boys. We got to lock in. All right, we're looking at around 165 and 115. Yo, I'm getting stressed. How much time do we have? 30 seconds? 165, 115. 40 seconds. Yo, this is going to be a mess, man. I can already tell. Okay, I'm looking at 170 buy stop. $170 buy stop. And I put a sell stop below. I didn't even get filled yet. Did I just cancel my orders? I didn't get filled either way. Yeah, I'm gonna just cancel my orders, guys. I ain't gonna take a chance. I didn't get filled. This CPI sucks. I didn't get filled. Well, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Yo, look at ES. Yo, I'm not mad because this could have been a blow. This could have filled me short and then stopped me. I'm just want to make sure I didn't get filled. Yeah, I didn't get filled. Distance. No position. Alright, yo, we're flat. I ain't gonna be mad. We're just gonna trade normally then. We're just gonna trade normally. It's totally fine. Yeah. Okay, I'm not mad. If you got filled, I mean, I don't think you should have, but I don't know. My entry was 170 for higher, and my entry lower was like, it was close. It was 115. And I didn't get filled. Or, no, sorry, 105. So, I had 105 and 170. I don't know. Look at MNQ. All right, man. I ain't mad. Honestly, guys, yo, we gotta quit doing this shit, man. This shit's wild, bro. Oh, that's a pass, right? No, it's not. If I got filled at 170, oh yeah, that's a pass. I mean, but yo, if you do MNQ, you're gonna be taking like how many contracts? Like it's gonna be awful. What's gold? Gold looks awful too. Anyways, guys, we need to trade something today, and this looks a little bit weird. As long as 830 open is the same, no, it's not. Yeah, like 60 micros, that's gonna be so weird. Like, I don't know if that's gonna all get filled. That's a lot of contract. Okay, so we'll just trade normally. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you guys how I make a full. Did anyone get cooked before I go into the details? Did anybody get cooked on CPI? Be honest. Don't lie. Be honest. Don't lie. No. I just took out my limiter after basically didn't move. Nice. You did. Some people got cooked. So you guys got filled. Blue 10. Top tick the wrong side. Yeah. You didn't get filled. Seems like, yo, Vigo, Copier is way faster, bro. You know why, though? It's because when you have a web-based one, it's as fast as it can go. It's not like he did a bad job. Like, he did it literally as fast as possible. But when you do the copy run on the desktop, it's just faster. You know? Nothing you can do about it. I haven't got cooked. My chart's at 822. Uh-oh. You only lost $200? Damn, I mean, we'll take it. Yeah, guys, we need to quit this. We need to quit this. We need to quit this stuff for sure. Anyways, guys, I'm going to show you guys how I do my full pre-market plan. So I'll usually be on the 15-minute chart when I'm doing my intraday plan. I have the new week opening gap annotated here. Yeah, I'm looking at this and do I want to be... Oh, this is a little bit of a tricky day. There's SMT at previous day's low. And there's basically two ways this can go. ES will come towards previous day's low, or we reverse. There's really two ways I see this. If ES goes to previous day's low, NASDAQ may be able to, I don't know, hit 50% of the CPI, which I really don't like using targets like this, but I don't have anything else. I really don't have anything else. Or we reverse. Or it's neutral, which I think that's a better game plan going in today. Look for just a return to the open. I think that's a lot smarter than, because it's tricky. No, we're not going to trade. Yeah, we're going to wait till market open. Guys, today we're doing an AM stream and PM stream. And we have an exclusive Alpha Futures discount, 20% off. Nobody else has it, only us. We're the best. Let me close that. Let me add some accounts into the trade copier. Yeah, Copyron is so good, bro. And 7-day free trial, man. Yo, listen, guys. If you want a trade copier, the one that I'm using has a 7-day free trial for free. You can try it out. It's only like 30 or 40 bucks anyways, but you can use it. It's very smooth, very fast, good execution. We didn't even get filled on CPI, so we're flat. I've been using it, no issues. I'm confident to put it out there. And if you guys want to use it, there's a 7-day free trial. It's called Copyron, and it's in the Discord for free. And you can test it out. Thank you. No, I got one. Yeah, it would have worked on micro. Yeah, you can do $10 a week on it if you want. There's a $10 a week option. It's there so people can try it. If I'm being honest, it's pretty much the same as Trade Copia, except it has a journal that's built in and it's cheaper. But it's going to be pretty much the same. Like, it's the same coding. But the journal, it has a journal built in, which is really cool. I don't know why there's so many gold bots. Yeah, you can do that still. You can just 1 micro, 2-3 seconds. That's for any firm. Don't use TradeSyncer. TradeSyncer has issues. Oh, whatever you do, just don't use TradeSyncer. I have heard too many people get messed up from TradeSyncer. Alright, guys, we got a lot of evals to work on. We got a lot of accounts here, so we got to make a good plan for today. I'm going to show you guys my journal. Holy shit, that's a lot of accounts. 810. Make sure we're on the leader. Probably can look to trade around 5 around the micro. Okay, 15-minute chart. For now, we're going to remain bullish. Why? Because the daily chart hasn't been fully switched yet. We just started going down today. That's all. Okay. Doesn't mean we can't be bullish. So going into the day and still higher time frame, we're bullish. This is one thing for sure. You know what I'll do? We're just going to mark out the daily. So the levels that are very important here is this previous day low. Damn, can none of these levels? These are the levels that are important. The daily BISI high. The daily BISI low is not really important unless we start selling off. So I'm not even going to label it. And then the second level will be 50%, which the idea would be if we get below 50%, then we would probably just switch to bearish and expect it to sell off the rest of the day. So these are the levels that are important to me on the NASDAQ. On the S&P, is just previous day's low. That's it. And then obviously we have the new week opening gap, true day open, and then the buy side if we get expansion like that. It's always possible. So now I'll show you guys how we do the pre-market plan. So first things first, we open up the journal. Guys, we're going to do a PM stream today as well, by the way. Most likely. Okay, we open up the journal. We go to market plans. New plan. Tuesday, 12th. Daily. The bias is bullish. Targets, NWAG, true day open, all-time high. Asia high in here. Asia high. And then potentially previous day low on ES. The plan. So what's the game plan? Very simple. Align higher from daily BISI. If market shifts bearish, look for confirmation to previous day low on ES. Okay. Additional notes. Could possibly be range bound narrative. So stay alert for signatures and trade accordingly. We do have PPI tomorrow. So that sometimes happens where CPI just sucks. Now we got to put a screenshot of the chart. So let's download that screenshot. Put it in here. Boom. Save plan. And now we have our pre-market plan for the day. Now for you guys, I always put it on Twitter as well. So you guys can keep track of everything. So on Twitter, I'll make a post. Daily outlook, May 12th, 2026. And I'm just going to copy and paste, what I did here. And we'll put in the image. And then we'll put the image in. And that's it. We're done. Game plan is done. Post. And put it in here now. Not working. Oh, someone already liked my tweet. Appreciate you. And that's it. We're ready. We're ready to trade today. I'll always post in the journal on Discord. If you guys are not in the Discord, it's free. We do giveaways, everything. That's the pre-market plan for today. I always post, look, everything is here. All the trades, everything is there. If you're interested. Quick? Why is Quick hating? 6K? That's baby numbers, bro. Why are you hating? FULLPORT 1R? You could, yeah. If it's neutral, that's usually the game plan I go to. So I don't know why it's not letting me post my. I gotta refresh. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna be live. I got a lot of live streams left in me. I still got a lot of stuff I want to accomplish. I guess before not going live. It's not gonna let me show my pre-market plan. All right, we'll just take a screenshot of it, I guess. Boom. So if you guys want to read that, this is the game plan for today. The confirmation will be like if we're above these red lines, we can probably remain bullish. Otherwise, we'll want to switch. Yeah, that CPI was lame, but I'm very happy I didn't get filled, and I'm very grateful. It could have definitely went bad if I got filled short, so I'm grateful, and that's it. I'm gonna eat my sandwich while we wait for market open. This is Trading View. Gotta fit. Whoa. Is Wealthsimple any good? If you okay, listen closely. Wealthsimple's good if you live in Canada, but you have to use a US account. Don't use a Canadian account. They're gonna rob you they're gonna rob you from commissions. Make sure you make it a US account. None of my fills got hit. I mean, I'll take it, man. Hey, it could have went worse. Could have went worse. Two-day open. It's the same thing. Crypto bull run. Same thing. For me, it's the same thing. ICT taught it is the same thing. We gotta figure out this color situation, man. I'm in Canada. How do they rob us? If you use a Canadian account, they just charge a ridiculous amount of money if you buy US stocks from a Canadian account. So make sure you have a US account with them, which you can open up. I'm just when you choose the account, you just gotta choose that one. Um, yeah, it's the commissions they charge for trading US. They take like 1% of each trade. It's really bad. Give me one sec. Okay, that's better lighting. Yo, this is good lighting, right? Yo, this is very chill lighting right now. I'm really liking this. It's very calm in my room. I can rock with this. I'm eating a turkey sandwich. My girl made it for me. When do you trade ES on NQ? If I'm bullish, I'll trade whichever one is leading higher. And then if I'm bearish, whichever one is leading lower. So we'll have to make that analysis. Today, ES is actually more bullish, so we may trade E. Whoa, what happened to the lighting? What just happened? It was all good in blue, now it's yellow. What's going on? I'm engaged. It could take some time, Hamza. I've heard about Tradeify. What is it though? Is it a like? Can you copy trade with that? Like, can you put all your Tradeify accounts in there? How does that work? I mean, the lighting was so good. Now it's all ruined. Hold on. What if I do this? That didn't work. That's pretty cool. CPI it was neutral. It didn't even put us in a trade. That's pretty cool for Tradeify. Yeah, it may take some time, Hamza, but just be patient. TradeZilla is for backtesting, so nothing will kill TradeZilla. TradeSyncer, TradeSyncer already sucks. It depends how good their platform is. What people like the most is TradingView charting. So if they really get a nice TradingView charting, bro, why is the lighting so bad all of a sudden, man? They switched up on me. It was so good when I first put it, and then it just changed. Limit order? What do you mean limit? Guys, TradeZilla is for journaling and backtesting. It's not a trade copier. You can't backtest. You can't trade on TradeZilla. Oh, we're backtesting. That'd be cool. Grayscale cool too. Danny, you gotta look at the new one, bro. You gotta look at the new one. 7-day free trial. You can try it right now for free. It's just like a faster version. It's called Copy. It's in the Discord, and it's really, really good. Honestly, it's really good. Trying to figure out the time. The website I made. The website I made is you got to go to my YouTube channel. It's you can make your own. Okay. CPI was BS. It was pretty BS. Up to CPI. Good. Learn how to invest. I have a 45-minute YouTube video on my stock strategy, and I really like it. It's a good video. I mean, technically, if you left your buy order on NQ Mini, you would have passed. No, I didn't trade CPI. No, I didn't get a fill. What do I prefer? I prefer this. This is the game plan. This is a 15-minute chart, but we'll go down to a 1 minute. I'm just not liking this lighting situation. Like, I'm so yellow. What if I turn one lamp off? How did you find the 5-day ADR? You look at the points for the last 5 days and you just find the average. Just math. It's just a math calculation. On Tradeify, no, Leon. You need a third-party copier. I would advise you to try this one. It's the one that I use, and there's a 7-day free trial. So you can test it out. You can put all your Tradeify accounts in there, any prop firm. You can try it. And if you like it, then you can get it. And if you don't like it, well, now I'm like fully dark yellow, bro. What is this, man? This is ass. I don't have a discount, but it's already very cheap, and there's 50% off. I mean, there's what's it called? Well, like my room is blue, fully blue. Why aren't there any Top Step discount codes? Top Step has never really done discounts. They probably never will, if I'm being honest. I'm just like selecting all the colors I have on my app, and I'm not really vibing with any of them. Wait, is it changing? Colors are changing. When you got engaged? March 2025? Man, this sucks. Tradovex contacted me? I don't remember getting contacted. You know what? I can rock with this purple. I can rock with this. I don't remember getting contacted by them. Trade Syncer? I wouldn't use Trade Syncer, guys. I really wouldn't use Trade Syncer. I'd use Trade Copier or this one, or potentially Tradeovex. But I have no information on. I haven't used Tradeovex. Anything below the 2-day open can be a good, anything here can be a good entry in my opinion. I think we're gonna trade ES today. I think we have to trade ES. ES is more bullish. ES is a lot, yeah, it's a lot cleaner as well. I mean, kinda. But I mean, if we're bearish, we definitely want to be on NQ. But if we're bullish, we definitely want to be on ES. I mean, we have the SMT with previous day's low, and it's already more bullish, and it's way closer to 2-day open. And this would be high of day, right? Oh no. Oh, we have Asia high all the way up here. You have buy side there and buy side here. Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to have to trade ES. CPI did not work. You're good. Bro, the color changed again. Yo, this sucks, bro. Going into open, I'm looking for longs. Feeling a lot better, Defi. Thank you, brother. I'm annoyed by this, by the color of my room. You know what? What if we just go dark mode, bro? What if I just turn off all the freaking lights? We just trade like freaking cavemen. It just cooked. Any trades? No, I trade after 9:30. So I'm still waiting for our market open. Honestly, yo, this is fine. I just go no lights. I think no lights is the play. Giveaway for Lucid Alpha? Yeah. We're doing the iPad giveaway for Alpha and 8 accounts. 20% off today. Um, and the Lucid, we're doing 10 accounts giveaway for Lucid. Not today, but for May. After 9:30, I'm most likely going to be looking for a continuation long. But if the market breaks down aggressively, I will just switch bias. So initially looking higher, but I have no problem switching bias. It should be quite obvious. Bro, I didn't get any. Is this. Are you one of these people? These are the only DMs I have. Are one of these people you? I don't know what last someone's messages. I don't have back in February. You'd have to message me again, brother. I have to clear my DMs every day because I get a lot of them. Oh, what's up? I see your message. I see your message, brother. Um, okay, that's not copyright on Discord. One sec, guys. I'm making an announcement in the Discord. There you go. If you guys want to try Copyron, you get a free 7-day trial. All the information is in the Discord. You use this for name, weekly plan, limited launch. It's only for the first week. Then it's gonna be no more of that stuff. You can try it. It's really good. I'll be using it today. You guys can see how it goes. Bro, I tried to go to data low to data high. I didn't see the sweep. Yeah, there's a bit of a discrepancy there. 30-second chart? Sure. One alpha is just for one alpha. Asia session, I recommend you read this book, brother. Read this. It's in my Discord. It's free. ICT 2024. It covers Asia session pretty nicely. Yeah, I'm not liking the lighting anymore. It could be definitely. If we're bullish, I would want it to, yes. Because if we get below here, previous days lows in play. Okay, we're locked in. We're done eating. Market open 10 minutes. I'll be day trading. How does CPI go for you? No fill. Which Copier do you use? I use Copier. And if you want a 7-day free trial, you can get it. It's really good. Really, really good. I'll be using it today. I've been using it for some time now. Market opens in 10 minutes. Oh, shoot. 25 minutes. Bro, we are so early. Yo, we got to do something to pass the time. Also, I'm just now missing this lighting. Let me try something for the lighting. Let me try this. CS 1.6. You know what? That's a little better. We got so much time until market opens. Holy shit. Should we play some chess? I would do one by one focus. If you have 3 fundeds, you can risk like 250 per trade. Risk 250 per trade, and if you lose, switch to the next account. If you win, stay on the account. And the goal would be if you get a little bit of a couple wins in a row, then you can request payout, right? That's what I would recommend to you. That'll be your best chance at least one payout. Because you basically have $6,000. No trade CPI. We didn't get filled. Very grateful. We survived. Tradeify mentioned. What's their Discord, bro? Send it to me. Oh. Oh, they want me to use Tradeify. Hmm. All right, let's see. I'm kind of worried that they gave me like an email and stuff, though. Didn't I make my own password and stuff? All right, let's see. Am I allowed to show this on stream, Dreamer? All right, this is Tradeify. This is Tradeify. beta version. There's a trade map here. Is this the number of orders at each time or something? Oh, I see people use this all the time. I'm gonna remove it, but all right. I was just recently testing. Alpha Trader. I want to see. Okay. So the first thing I notice is you can't save a template. Wait, I might be wrong. Let's just say you put whatever. You'd have to redraw. Oh wait, template. Let me just full screen this. You trade directly off the copier. For Copyron, no, I'll use TradingView. For this one, I don't know. This is the first time I'm seeing this, but I did hear a lot of people talk about it. A lot of hype. It's probably a little bit laggy just because I have like so much stuff open right now. So the CPI work, I didn't trade it. I didn't get filled. I mean, the chart seems pretty clean. Seems like they got it right from TradingView, like directly from TradingView. That's a little weird. That candle shouldn't look like that. There's a whole missing candle. I will refresh. And that doesn't look right. Daily chart doesn't look right. Yes. Looks better. It's the daily chart, right? This is wrong. I really like the idea of it though. A one and done where you can trade and copy trade same place is really, really efficient. Assuming it works nicely. But this daily chart is wrong. Unless they're using ESM and that's what it looks like. No, it doesn't look like that. But I'm sure the intraday charts are accurate. You can very easily place orders. Reset chart. 15-minute chart looks pretty much the exact same. Cool. I think it has a lot of potential, honestly. There's a lot of preferences that you can set for yourself. It's a really cool idea. It's hard to beat TradingView, but it's possible. It can be very good. What should I do if I keep forcing trades and breaking my rules for the income? Why do you think that that's going to make you more money? CPI didn't do anything today. Whole bunch of nothing. Let's test out this while we're here. Sort of buy stop. We got a lot of accounts that we gotta lock in today. Make sure we take a good trade if we do take one. Why do you have today open at 8:30 with? How do you? It's an indicator, and it's called this one. I mean, yes, work so you don't need the money from trade. I mean, yes, obviously you need money, but you also have to keep in mind like the distinct issue. I'm gonna record this. So somebody in chat said, "What should I do if I keep forcing trades and breaking rules for the money?" The distinct issue here is you believe in that split moment you break your rules that it's actually going to lead to you making more money. If you didn't think that it was going to make you money, well, then you simply wouldn't do it. But because you think you need to break your rules, you think that you don't have what it takes to actually do it the right way, you don't have conviction in yourself to just make money consistently by doing the work consistently. And that's the issue. You don't have confidence in yourself. That's the issue. You think you have to break the rules, right? It's like I always give this analogy to people. Imagine a genie came up to you and said, "Yo, David, follow your rules for 6 months. You're gonna make a good amount of money." You're obviously just gonna follow your rules. I promise you. I really highly doubt that most people would not break their rules. Why? Because a future teller literally told them that they will 100% make money if they follow their rules. There's no reason for you to do anything else. Now, if you don't believe that you can make money following your rules, you're not going to do it then. You're going to have to do stuff like try to get lucky, take bad trades, force trades, etc., right? So it's just about process and what you know, doing what you know works. Okay, so you said because I'm in eval jail, I keep trying to force pass accounts. Okay, so let's ask yourself here a question. Very simple question. In your experience, does rushing to pass an eval help you? Because it's a logical issue. You're trying to pass an account. You don't want to spend on eval phase. Okay, sure. So you have to ask yourself, what's the best, most effective way for me to go about an eval, right? Is it full porting immediately random trades? Probably not. That's probably not, even though you may think that's going to speed up the process, it's probably not going to speed up the process. And on top of that, it's probably going to hurt your bank account a lot more, right? I'm not saying don't be aggressive. I'm just saying buying an account, full porting whatever forms, like not even a real model setup, it's probably not the best way. You're just trying to get lucky, right? So you really have to just fit like it's a good concern and it's a good question. What's the best way for me to approach evals? Right? What's the best way? What's the most effective way for me? You have to figure that answer and then you follow that. And if you deviate from that, well, then you're just not doing what's best for you. I'm trying to pass my first eval. It's been 6 months. I'm still break even. If you're a break even trader, you're actually in a very good spot. If you're a break even trader, all you have to do is make your wins a little bit bigger and your losers a little bit smaller, and that will outweigh one another and you'll actually be quite profitable. I'm here done because of how you do. It's an indicator, DT. It's an indicator. It's called ICT Kill Zones and Pivots TFO. And if you scroll to the bottom, there's a section for opening prices, true day open, and then it'll keep. That's the only indicator I use. Very nice. We didn't get filled. We didn't get filled on CPI. Full port, yeah. I mean, yeah, full port, at least full port a real trade setup, right? You're not gonna lose 6 or 5, 7, 8 plus trades in a row, and you may win your first one. How do you usually go with the eval with consistency rules and eval? Meaning, what's the risk amount? If I'm trading one eval, I will full port each trade. So I will risk 2,000 to make 1,500. If it's one account, I rarely buy just one eval. I don't usually do that anymore. If I'm buying evals, it's because I'm buying 5, maybe 3. So what I do is I just risk 1% each day or each trade on eval and 2% max loss per day. So if I lose 2 trades on an eval, I won't trade again that day. I'm not going to force to make it back. I'll just trade another day. I'm not going to throw it away. Yo, Dontel, I saw the Fund the Next Flex plan. It's actually really freaking good. It's really freaking good. Really affordable. Good boom. What's good, Roddy? I'm on break even the last 3 months. Like I'm on 2 accounts. One I have blown just because I aggressively layered. What do you mean you aggressively layered? What does that mean? It's good trade. WG was good. Neeks. I wouldn't mind longing, but we have to wait till 9:30 open. So if it model forms at 9:30, I'm open to it. How was surgery? We survived, and the pain's a lot better than it was the last couple days. I feel great, honestly. Do you use liquidity? Yes, every day, every trade, always. I need to get a haircut, man. I need to get a haircut. Alright, let me sign into the live account. You okay? I just had surgery Thursday. Not too much of a big deal. I mean, it's all fine now. Just recovering. The only real downside is I can't go to the gym for 4 weeks. Pretty annoying. I had to get my appendix removed. Pretty like a pretty standard surgery. It happens. Do I have cash in this account? CPI into this, brother. You missed out nothing. I mean, I could do calisthenics. I'm not 100% sure actually. Never really asked them that question. Right, everything is ready. Oh yeah, probably ES today. I mean, if we go long, we're looking at ES. CPIW, we didn't even get a trade. Didn't even fill us in a trade for CPI. So we're flat for CPI. All right, let's drop down to a 1 minute chart. Opening range gap high will be here. We could look at dollar index as well. Dollar index did go back. The dollar index is quite bullish today, so we may actually see a sell-off. We may have to be bearish. Definitely want to be cautious and not rush into any setups until it's really clear. We could just be bearish. It's very possible. And if we are bearish, we want to make sure we're trading on the Nasdaq, not the S&P 500. Kind of difficult. Dollar index quite bullish today. It could reverse after taking buy side though. So we'll see. All right, 1 minute chart. We got all our levels. Just wait for 9:30 open now. Today open is midnight opening price. Does the Lucid Flex have a phase 2? No phase 2 on futures Propfirms, brother. Did you win your trade? No trade yet. Time frame alignment, that's not really something I use now. Like, if I just enter off the 1 minute every time. I don't wait for, when my model forms, it forms. It doesn't have to be a specific time from a specific time frame level. The levels I use most are not really related to time. It's just the opening prices. And then highs and lows. Thoughts on Tradeify growth? It's a solid option. It's not a bad option whatsoever. And I think it's 40% off, so it's also quite affordable. Does that FundedX Flex account need a buffer? I don't think it needs, but you're going to want to build one. Pretty much every prop firm besides Alpha needs a buffer. Like, you're going to want to, like, it's in your best interest to build a buffer. It wouldn't really make sense, you know, business side of things, to take a payout before building a buffer. But if you're like really desperate, just need one payout just for the mental, just to say you did it, then I guess you can request without a buffer, but you may blow the account. Tell me the name. We use FundedX Flex. It's a brand new account. It's actually really good. I'll probably make a video about it soon. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure they gave me an account. Hold on, let me double check. I could have sworn I got an email that, yo, you were giving an account or something. I was like, wait, what? For real? Shout out Funded Next, man. But I may be wrong. Yeah, I do. Maybe I should save them in case I don't pass these evals. It's 1.5 maximum loss limit. Profit target's 2.5. There is a consistency rule. I'm guessing it's 50%, right? Well, it's 40% consistency. Okay, okay. It's really affordable, though. What's the discount? You got a discount on these? 40? Yo, 47% off? The first 5 accounts? Oh, shit. Wait, so how much is it then? That's a really weird number, 47. Flex. Oh, yeah, you can get it for 70 bucks. No activation fee, one-time free, 3 minis. 90% split. Profit target is 2.5. 50K account is 70 bucks. Looking at Funded Next Flex. Funded Next Flex, they have a brand new plan. But yeah, this is the most affordable one, which is really good for newer traders. But what's the... How do you get a payout? No consistency on the funded? How do you get a payout on this? Let me see. Funded Next. Yeah, Funded Next. There's so many freaking Propfirms, man, going on. They should just all combine into one and split the money, bro. On G's. They should just do that. Lucid, you have more drawdown? Yes, but you have to make more. So, but this is a very cheap account. 70 bucks. I mean, it's hard to beat the Alpha Premium and Lucid Flex. But let's see. Profit target. What is the performance? Request 50%. Minimum withdrawals 250. Need 5 days, 200. That's all you need. 5 days of 200. What's the maximum payout? Oh, 1500 max. It's basically an Alpha Zero. It's Alpha Zero, but consistency on eval, not funded. Yeah, I guess. That's literally, yeah. It's pretty much Alpha Zero. Payout rules, 5 winning days. Get this kid out of here. Yeah. I gotta make some new mods, honestly. Anyways, market open 30 seconds here. We got lock in, boys. If we're going long, it's ES. If we're going short, it's NQ. It's a little bit unclear going into the open. For example, if I saw something like this, I think I'd want to try short. It also could be neutral. And if it's neutral, 8:30 open and midnight can be in play. You have to build a buffer. Like, yeah, you have to build a buffer. It's like same payout structure as Top Step. Okay, there's 9:30 open. Yo, I think this will play out, honestly. I think it's too late to get into a trade like this. But I think that high is protected. You'd have to get filled at 170 to be in the trade for 1R. Well, you guys can't see. I think this flushes down on the NASDAQ. I'm going to switch back to NQ for now just because it's going down and it's more bearish. Like say 15-second fair value gap entry. Okay, call it a 30-second. So we can just watch this. Not really looking to trade this, but we can watch. I think it will. I think it's possible it plays out. I think it's possible. It feels better risk to reward. I mean, we could always do this and then break even. Now we have a 1-minute fair value gap. Not confident. I'm not confident in it. We did. I'm just not confident in it, guys, honestly. It's just so don't want to enter so early in something like this. Maybe we hesitated, but we'll see. No activation fee, I don't think. Now, maybe a protraction model is something I'd be more inclined. ES looks more weak now. If we got like a 1-minute OB here, I'd be a lot more inclined to short. I'd probably, yeah. Say we got something like this. Yeah, that's 1 point. That's a lot better risk to reward wise. So if this flushes down, I'll sell it. I think right now I'm looking at this. I think it can go lower. Right now I'm bearish. Short term. To me, this looks quite bearish. If we start spending a lot of time in here, then we're going to have to reevaluate. This is NQ. Let's check out. Yo, look at YM. Complete flush on the open. Wow. Some people are going to buy this as an inversion. We'd probably want to clear this out maybe too. It's possible. I'm going to sell this. All right, we're taking our first trade, guys. Kind of aggressive entry, but I like it. Very strong. It looks like it may be a lot more overlapping than anticipated. ES actually looks better for shorts now. It kind of switched. But we'll see if we can still respect. ES looks a lot better. Hopefully NQ can just catch up with ES. So we're in this short initially off the order block. ES is looking a lot better. I'm hoping NASDAQ can flush down as well. I like the stop loss placement. ES looks really heavy. I'm hoping NQ can just start seeing some really nice large candles lower. If we get below here, it should be giving up the gas and just go. Like it should just rip. ES hits TP, then things get a little bit tricky. I guess the SMT did favor SMT did favor ES. That's tricky. That's tricky to find. Like that's tricky to swap. We should have shorted ES. Entry was 935. So that would have been here. Okay, we do get stopped there on our first trade. I do want to look for a re-entry. I still think this can flush lower. It's a little bit tricky because ES is kind of flushing. Maybe NASDAQ wants to take out the highs. We should probably switch to ES. Not make the same mistake twice. So let's switch to ES. And see if we can just hop into a protraction short. Just looking for a protraction short here. We can even maybe take a deferred protraction if there's SMT at the highs. Probably need like 15 contracts on ES. If we had a 10-point stop, 10 times 5, if a 10-point stop is, I guess it'd be like closer to 12. Okay, so I'm going to scan for a protraction short on ES. I think 5-minute bearish is probably... Could also short the 5-minute bearish with a 9-point stop. Like this. This is possible as a deferred protraction. Because of the SMT. But I'd probably want to see some sort of break lower. Also have to be cautious because this we could just be bullish, but the way I'm looking at this, YM's already flushed completely lower. Dollar index is bullish. Worst case, we enter something like this. But yeah, worst case, I can enter this inversion, for example. Like this to previous day low on ES. That'd be 8 points, 12 cons. Eight times 5 would be 40. Yeah. Okay, we'll see if it wants to break lower here, or if ES goes higher. If ES goes higher, we want to wait. If it breaks lower, I'd be happy to hop in a short. Right now, the idea is this 5-minute SIBI, while ES is the weaker asset. NQ trading into a 1-hour bearish fair value gap now. We'll see if that offers something of importance. I want to see us make a higher high here. YM completely flushing down. Just straight down, straight down. Absolute beast. Is it the market condition or you? Never ever blame the market condition. Maybe it's your experience in the market condition, which makes it harder for you, but it's always you. What do you mean? It's always you. You can never blame anything else. We'll see what we do here. Will be very important. Okay, so we were initially offside on that first trade. Want to be real selective here. Don't want to rush into anything. Possible we could just be bullish. Very possible. Could this be bullish? Yeah. We may just be bullish. I'd want a long NQ. I mean, who knows how high this can go. Considering flipping my buys back to the original game plan. Just wait for the macro. Would have much rather us clear those lows, but the fact that we stopped right here and we got this crazy wick on the NASDAQ. But the thing is, YM is just flushing, so the things are a little bit tricky here. Things are definitely tricky here because YM is just flushing down. And dollar index is pumping. I think I still favor shorts for now. Like if we got a strong candle lower, I would short that. We'll just have to wait and see. It's a little bit 50-50 right now for me. Because of dollar index moving higher, YM moving lower, ES is weak. We'll see if it continues to show weakness. Otherwise, we can always look for a long at 10 a.m., like after 10. Doesn't have to be right now. Could always take a continuation long. There's new week opening gap low. NQ fully filling up the 1 hour. It's really hard when they're out of sync like this. We just need to wait for more information. I'm on ES, but I have both of them open. Gotta trust the plan, stick to the plan. If we get a strong candle lower here, I'll probably short. Whoa. Pretty strong candle. I have to kind of wait for closure at least. I gotta wait for closure. I want to enter on a wick. I will I will short this if we get strong closure. 10-point stop. I'll short it all the way down here. The previous day's low. If it just wicks, then not much to do. I can always short it at this low, 704. All right. We're going to try it. Didn't get the best fill there. A little bit of volatility, but it's fine. Be surprised if we wick here. But it's possible we're just completely wrong today. So, who knows? We'll see. So shorting ES, the weaker asset. Still SMT in play, speed, and we're sponsored. So all three confluences of the trade, or of my trading model, are present. I'm just on a 5-minute chart. Didn't get the best fill. I wanted my fill to be here at 404.25, but it's whatever. We'll look at the 2-minute chart here. That's what I used for entry. And we'll see if we can get a pyramiding opportunity. I highly doubt it. Could be flushing below here if we're bearish. If we're bullish or neutral, it can just continuously overlap us, make it a very difficult session. Surprised we haven't already made a lower low. It is taking its time. We put in a 2-minute SIBI. I'd want to see that stay open, really, if we're bearish. Still no lower low. You see how I could pyramid here. I have to put a stop at 408 or 411. Maybe I could short 2 more. Not really any pyramids that make sense. This is kind of just a set and forget. Just kind of have to watch and how much I can really do. That makes sense. I mean, if we get below here, could get aggressive with a 404 trail and then previous day low target. That's really aggressive though. I don't really like that. It's really aggressive. We could easily retrace back into here. It is macro time. Hopefully this macro can flush us. My only real concern for this trade is if we become neutral, meaning like we don't go anywhere, we just go sideways, in which case we'll probably get stopped at some point. But if it's gonna move, I do think it'll move lower. Just looking at this 15-minute chart, ES showing a lot more weakness, dollar index being very bullish. Look at dollar index making higher highs with bodies, very strong. YM is already flushed completely lower. So if we're gonna move, I do think it'll be lower. But I guess we'll find out. Currently retracing. Here I could actually maybe get a protraction model. If we do this, then I can get quite a nice pyramid actually. That would be nice. Stay on the 2-minute chart for now. It is coming up quite strong. And not showing signs of weakness. Pretty strong candle closure there inside the inversion. You wouldn't really normally want to see that. You would want to see it stop right here. See what the next couple of candles do. It should be very significant. It could just be a macro retracement, you know, that we've seen it before. The next stop loss placement would be 409, but we'd have to come all the way below here. So if we came below here, we could trail to 409 and short 3 more. But we'd have to come all the way down. All the way. This is ES. You can't trade MT5 futures, brother. Okay, we'll wait for closure. It's got to close below. I don't trust it yet. It'd be a nice 4 points shaved off. TP, I'm looking at 390 on the S&P 500. Okay, if we get a nice closure here, I'll short 3 more cons. All right, let's short 3 more cons. Trail the stop to 409.50. Didn't get the best closure there. But if it goes above there, we're probably just wrong. Anyways. What happened to my voice? We've done the hard part of the trade, guys. Now we just have to see if we're right about previous day's low. Being the draw. This would be an OB. I'm looking for this to just completely flush. Okay, we've taken out sell side. Previous day's low is here. See if we can get that final push. We're looking for it's a 0.75 deviation, which is not the most comfortable. I would have much rather it be a half standard deviation target, but we did have another retracement, so it's kind of possible. Because I think this leg would be that'd be a full 1 deviation actually. We'll see. Aiming for the big bucks. It's relevant, yes. We hit out sell side, so it's definitely relevant. I'm just anticipating it to want to flush to previous day's low. I don't want to. That's potentially 6 points. That's like a whole. That's like worth holding in my opinion. You know, that's a whole extra 1R. So, and I think it's very logical. You know, I think it's a very logical target. So are we bullish? No, I'm bearish. At least to previous day's low. Now NQ is looking better. This candle just flushed down on NQ, and this candle. I guess they're trying to catch up. You're about to take sell side. This becomes a little tricky. Nothing we can do besides wait. I mean, I can't move the stop anywhere. It doesn't make sense. We could get another protraction from here. The stop loss makes perfect sense. This could even go past previous day's low. Previous day's low is just the first target. So, like, this could go even past previous day's low. So I don't want to close. No, we have sell side right here at 388.50. That's in play. I'm being humble. This is already a humble pie target. You know, this is already a humble pie target. Daily busy CE on NQ. Let's see if we can get that. And Q hits sell side. This has the potential to really go. I mean, logically, I have an old opening range gap here. That's probably as far as I would expect that closing price. A little bit uncomfortable hold, but I mean, I've already fully accepted. And from 390, that's 20. So what I'd probably do is go 12 and 1 or 10 and 3. A little bit uncomfortable, but it is what it is. Trading's uncomfortable. Not meant to be. It's not meant to be comfortable. No reason to close the trade. It's not like showcasing anything. This number here doesn't matter. The previous trades don't matter. You just got to focus on the process and what makes logical sense. I think previous day's low is very logical, and in fact, I think it's possible we can even take previous day's low and see an even larger expansion. I mean, we've already been quite weak. Dollar index again very strong. YM completely flushed. So no need to get antsy or anything. We're seeing a lower low on the NASDAQ. Hopefully ES can also go down. If I took the same trade on NQ, yeah, we would be up a lot more money. Right? Say like here, 1.55. While this trade. Yeah, if we took the same trade on NQ, we'd be up a lot more money. Interesting. Orange box was a 2-minute inversion. Yeah, so we were just completely off with the selection. I mean, ES was weaker initially, and then NASDAQ just all the way down. So makes things a little bit tricky. NASDAQ makes things tricky. Anyways. Where's NQ heading? I don't know. We'll see. Could fill in the daily bullish fair value gap completely. I said I wouldn't use that unless we're bearish. That'd be all the way down here. It's possible. I think it's possible. 950. It's possible. If we continue to make lower lows. It's possible we reverse higher and just, again, we have a neutral day. But I'm positioning myself for a potentially quite a big move. And I think it's a fair assumption to look for that. So Wait, Defi for real? That's kind of crazy. Any way I can get in short off this 5? I mean, what's the risk here? Can I afford more contracts? 7.5 times 5. No, I'm pretty much maxed out. 1%. I've been trading CFDs. Tradeify. You can connect Tradeify to TradingView, and that's what most people do. Yeah, NQ's more bearish now. This has been a roller coaster between NQ and ES. Sometimes it just switches like mid trade. Like the SMT here definitely favored ES. ES was weaker going into the day. ES made lower lows earlier on. ES was further away from 8:30 open, but then NQ just speeded up and then went lower. It kind of makes it difficult. I think the easiest thing to do is just pick one and stick to it. I think we'll probably just pick NQ, just for experience purposes, because it just makes things very difficult. Makes things very difficult. NQ's annoying. Like NQ, I like ES more, but some NQ will give you like sometimes more risk to reward for the same move, like because it's more volatile. Tricky. This would be a stop loss trail 40125. We'd have to get that will be nice at least, so we can hold our runner and break even at least. If we get the fill. How so? I'm not sure what you mean by how so. Like it's an observation. It's not like like for example this move. If we took the exact same trade on NQ right now, so our best case scenario was 1R, but the same trade on NQ, the best case scenario would have been 1.5R. And that's a big difference. We're on evals. I'm on my live account as well, but what you're seeing is eval. Point from TP. I mean, just remember the outcome doesn't really matter. You just gotta focus on the process. We get a 5-minute OB. If we get a really nice, potentially, if we're lucky. Oh no, there's still 5 minutes for formation. That'd be too aggressive. It would be too aggressive if it closed below here. You could technically trail here and short like 7 more contracts for 5 points. But that's kind of insanely aggressive. I think it's way more easy to just sit back, let the chart tell us. I'm in kind of a set and forget mood. If we are yes, if we're bearish, it should go lower now. If it starts breaking above here, it could sweep this, but it shouldn't really break above here if it's bearish. My TP, I have 390, my first target, and I have 370 for runners. I think there's a chance this could sell off. So I'm just positioned for that. I mean, yo, previous day's low right there. We don't want it. Y'all don't want previous day's low? It's right there. Just go take it real quick. I wouldn't break even yet. No. We'd have to... I don't just break even. I would need to see another protraction. So if we broke below here, I'd move my stop here, which just so happens to be break even. For now, we can still form any... We're still form anything that could be a valid retracement. Now, what I would study is how we close above here. Let's say we close above here, and if it comes back and gives me on the down a break even, then that I might close manually. That would be a manual close. But this is still fine for me. It'd be like, I'd be concerned if we got above here. I wouldn't be concerned. I would assume it's probably not going to hit lower. It still could, honestly. Still could. At least the one nice thing is we could potentially get an OB protraction here, and then we could short another, probably 2 cons. Probably more. Probably another 3. So if we get a displacement lower, we can short 3 more contracts, I believe, if I'm eyeballing. That become 13. Yeah, we've been very edged. Seems. So it seems. I don't plan on closing early, but we'll see what happens. We gave up a good amount of profits there. It just doesn't want to run lower. It's possible. I'd be surprised if we left those equal lows. I'd be surprised. Been a while since I've been edged. NQ still more bearish. I think going forward, we'll probably just stick to NQ just to keep our life simple. Happened yesterday in longs too. I'm sick to my stomach. Why are you sick, brother? It's part of the process, you know. What's the buy limit? That's my first TP. The bottom of the screen, that's my runner. This was first TP. This is my best case scenario. I probably wouldn't look for this anymore though, given that the fact there's a deep retracement. If we go, we'd have to reevaluate. I'd reevaluate. Getting real close to making a higher high. Hasn't made a higher high yet, but sucks now is we can't even pyramid if it goes down because we'd only be trailing by. We could maybe pyramid 2. Maybe. It'd probably have to close below here. If we got closure below there, yeah, I'd probably pyramid 2. 2 would be, yeah, just right. If we close below red line, I'll pyramid 2. Realistically, it should be this one. We'll see. We stay on the 2-minute. Wait a minute. I don't even have. Is this? Oh, that's yesterday. Previous day low. Okay. I see. I see. Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's probably going to get us out here. Unless we really start to flush. You think we can have a retest at 4,700 and continuation to sell? 70. You mean 7,400? What do you mean 4,700? 4,700 is like. You think go break even after price run like that? No. I had such a tight stop. If these are gonna be long hit, so then ran on MQ. It's okay. It happens when you have a tight stop. It could definitely still happen. Yeah, the high is meant to be protected, and NQ looks a lot better than ES. I'm surprised we didn't run the equal lows, but I suppose we wanted to run the equal lows. I mean, that would have been a good partial running down the equity right there. I really did think it would just flush, but that's complacent. Given that we have these two objectives. Yeah, it looks like it's going straight for the double stop out. Good chance the high gets taken here. 7409.50. We'll see. I entered long on NQ on the 5-minute inverse because ES didn't take the lows and NQ did. Yeah, yeah. This is actually a protraction model long. So if I was bullish, this is probably what I'd be looking for right now. This I would buy right now with a stop loss here. If I was bullish, which I kind of am now, but I'm not going to close my trade in case it, decides to just be really choppy. But like, if I'm being subjective, this looks bullish, and looks like we'll make a clearing of these highs. Which I feel like I never even saw this. It's like quadruple equal highs on the Nasdaq, on the S&P. NQ took lows to whatever now. Yeah, looks bullish. You think equal highs when our FUG gets hit on NQ? Yes, 1 a.m. Yeah, I think more than that can be hit today, possibly. Hop off charts. I'll definitely still stay and study and watch. Um, I wouldn't just hop off. Why are you bearish? I was just looking for a run to previous day's low on the S&P 500. Previous day's low was here. I thought it was very much in reach. Just given the displacement going into the day. And then we got that confirmation that ES was weak. Dollar index also very bullish. If you look at dollar, it's been making higher highs. And YM completely just flushed down. Like YM is just completely bearish. So I can't even pyramid this, which is what sucks, because that would just be not a good protraction. I mean, it's a good protraction model, but the stop loss doesn't even trail much. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I guess I could get to 407.50 maybe. If we got there. It's tricky. They have 1 point with 408. We can trail to 408.75. Save ourselves 7.5. Can't really pyramid. What if I pyramided now? It'd be one contract only. It's not even worth it. So we're inside this 2 minute. If we could get that flush, I'd anticipate lower. Otherwise, obviously, we could just bounce off of this area, make a higher high. We got a pretty deep, uncomfortable retracement on this trade. A lot more than I was anticipating potentially a retracement. Wasn't anticipating this deep of a retracement. We never made a higher high, and on the Nasdaq, it actually still looks pretty good. We just retraced into a CPI, respected it, and then went down. Seems like NQ was the better option today. Kind of getting over this trade. Been in this trade for quite some time. Forming an SMT here. ES looks weaker now. So either ES will flush lower or NQ will pull ES higher. That's the situation right now. And I'm not sure which one is in play. We'll just have to wait and see. We did the hard work though. On the next is one-time fee. ES will flush. If we're bearish, I think so. We're not bearish. Regardless, we're in the right position. You know, like if it's going to flush, we're in the right trade. That's how I like to see it. I think going forward, guys, we'll just keep trading NQ only, and that's it. Like, just go make it easy. Adding a layer of selecting one opens opportunities for mistakes, overcomplicating, and overreading. If I was, it should go round right now. This candle should just immediately overlap this green one, and boom. And the fact it already went higher, I think this is cooked. I think it's cooked. We did get the 5-minute inverse. Some people are going to short that 5-minute inverse. Probably not with the best. To be fair, it's been sloppy, so. There's nowhere I can even pyramid here. I mean, normally I don't mind these retracements, but I can't pyramid. I mean, recent 407. We can go 407.75 and get in short one more. I guess. 5-minute highs. Now I'm maxed out at risk, so literally all I can do. Stops at 407. 775. Hopefully this can just make our life easy and just like go down, you know. 1030 is coming. Make my life easy. I'd like an easy life today. Likely trail to 403, but there's no targeting opportunities, so we'd have one runner only. Car's making us work overtime. Break even now? No, it still wouldn't break. I'd still have to see a break below here. We have to make a lower low for me to trail my stop. We'd have to get below here. I need to see a breaker. This leg needs to be invalidated. Then I can trust this leg. But even then, we could retrace into here. Still. You know? The stop is where it needs to be for me. I don't see it. I just need to figure out if I want to leave a runner on this. Like 4035 is not a bad stop. But then it doesn't make sense to pyramid, so I'll just have to manage it like myself. It could still retrace into that leg. This seems like it's kind of flushing now. Gotta do some math here. Get there. Still may edge and go. No excitement, no happiness, just following the process. Right? Whatever happens, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter today. Today's just one day. Let me do some math here, though. 780. Let's leave 2 contracts off. Hopefully this just flushes, man. If we get another edge, we'll be a little bit brutal for sure. Okay. Little brutal. Just a teeny bit brutal. But it's fine. I still expect it to go lower. No need to jump the gun on any assumptions or anything. I should have probably been a little bit more prepared to close that. Wasn't expecting it to like, you know, just perfectly wick. NQ has a nice body. YM is actually pivoting higher. Dollar is also pivoting lower. This looks like it's reaching its potential terminus. I need to be careful here. Cancel this. Move this. Okay, 12 off. Yeah, bro, this was freaking abomination. This trade was. This trade was an abomination. Very unpleasant. Very unpleasant. Edged on both sides. There's the previous day's low. I'm gonna hold 2 runners. At 395 and look for the 5-minute breakaway, I suppose. 5-minute 395. So we'll hold 2 runners at 395 for the breakaway. Mamma mia, bro, this was freaking brutal. That was a brutal hold, brutal. Very difficult, very nasty. Very nasty things. We could maybe even trail this to 394. $386.50. Let's rock it. All right, trailing to 386.50. 15-second IO Fed trail now. This was freaking brutal. Well, we got the job done. Trusted ourselves. They get stopped out earlier, but we entered a little bit early. That's fine. And get it perfectly first try every time. Just looking for this to potentially flush. Where's my stop? 1 minute, City. I think I like 387.50. Oh no, we'll go to the breakaway. 385.75. Just trailing. 385.25. Oh, it's not much anymore. Trailing the TP. Hoping for it to just fill in this opening range gap. What's IO Fed? IO Fed is when we trade into a fair value gap and then leave very quickly. Had the whole time, thugged it out with Amanda still the end. Nice, thank you. Yeah, we got a nice pyramid in here. Probably could have been a little more, but it's fine. Yeah, like what I could have done is trailed here. It's so hard though. Like I'm not gonna criticize myself because it was very difficult. They did not make it easy to just like after this is like an emotional roller coaster. So at this point, I'm just trying to like not make mistakes. But looking back at it, I could have very easily pyramided more once we got this break. Trailed here, I could have sold like another 5 or 6 contracts. I only sold an extra 1. I could have easily sold an extra 5, right? So that's what it is. We're out there. We'll take it. I will take it. I won't be mad. We'll take it. It was difficult. It wasn't easy. We had to go counter higher time frame. Very close to making a new high, but we respected. NQ was a lot easier. If you traded NQ, you made a lot more money than I did. That's for sure. NQ gave 2 really nice models. Here, first trade and second trade. NQ gave 2 very nice models. So came back to our initial 2-minute inversion. And then the breaker here also offered a nice entry. We also did take the initial short on NQ and got stopped at 935. Which, by the way, if we took that one on ES, we wouldn't have been stopped. That is so difficult, man. Like, we take a trade on NQ. NQ stops us, ES doesn't. ES is weaker. We take a trade on ES, NQ speeds up, goes lower. Like, I think going forward, guys, lesson learned, let's just trade NQ. Like, let's just make it easy on ourselves. Let's just make it easy on ourselves and just trade NQ. Anyway, it's time for the journal. Roller coaster. Guys, I'll be live in the PM session. We're running it back. We're going to risk our profits. We're risking our profits in the PM session. We're going to try to make some more. We're going to be greedy. I'm joking. We're not going to be greedy. We're still going to set a plan and follow it and everything. But we're going to risk profits in the PM. Just messy. Like, I don't like how much of a roller coaster that was. Wasn't even able to make logical decisions just because of how much of a roller coaster it was. But let's go in the journal. I still think this can potentially flush. How did you guys do today? Did you guys catch that sell off? Did you get stopped, break even? Probably a lot of people got stopped, break even, I'd assume. I'm just trying to follow my rules and trail to intermediate term highs. And we didn't form any intermediate term high. Here, here, and then here. There's nothing here is intermediate term high. Doesn't count, right? So I was just kind of trusting my process. And I guess it paid out today. First trade was 9:35 to 9:37, 9:35 a.m. One takes 2 times, better luck next time. That's unfortunate, man. Up 6.7R, 2 trades in Asia. Nice, cool. Asia's been printing. Just use your code for Lucid. Message me on Discord, guys. If you use my code with any prop firm, Lucid, Tradeify, Apex, Alpha Futures, Funded Next, My Funded Futures, send me a message on Discord. I run a huge giveaway every single month. You can have a chance to win. On top of that, my alpha code is 20% off, while everyone else's is 10% because Alpha likes me, if I'm being honest. And they like you guys too. So if you want the extra 10% off. The first trade I took, guys, was it a good trade? First presentation. I mean, the 3 confluences were there. It was a good trade. I'm going to give it an 8. The only thing was little messy, but I still like it. Once we cleared the buy stops. Do I expect reversal? No. I expect it to continue lower. The only issue is the objectives lower are not as clear anymore. If we stay above this red line, I'd expect higher. If we're below the red line, I expect lower. I would use that as a pivot point. Because either we're going to go below previous day's low and continue, or we're going to wick previous day's low. And my target personally would be 369.50. After losses, did you aim for lower? I would trade the exact same. Unless you have a system in place to change your trading after a loss, I would not. I would just trade the same. I would expect us to reject from here. If we're going to reject. If we get above here, then it's like, yeah, it's reversal. Probably. But also, maybe it's not a reversal. Maybe it's just a retracement. WWW. The only thing that's W is we followed rules, guys. Remember, the outcome doesn't matter. And honestly, I don't even feel too good about this win. That was a roller coaster. I started second guessing, but in reality, it should have been a lot more simply in my mind. Just intermediate term high. That's what invalidates the trade. We didn't get the intermediate term high break. We did form. There isn't even a bullish breaker in here. Like, I wouldn't even count this weak ad breaker. Like, so there really wasn't anything too much of a red flag on NQ, especially. While on ES, we had a very deep retracement, but we did not break the intermediate term high. If you look at NQ, you were fine. Like, I wouldn't have even been worried on NQ at all. I mean, in fact, NQ hit TP, so. Would I ever protraction short 1050? Nah, I think PM session. We didn't trade CPI. I tried to do CPI, but we didn't get a fill. We didn't get a fill. How did I trade the first trade? I'll give myself a 7. If yo, this inversion, this is tempting me. Honestly, a setup like this is tempting. But the issue is, I want to stream the PM session, so I'm not gonna take this. But if we got an inversion here, that'd be a pretty good setup. The only issue is the drawn liquidity is not clear. It's not clear. Like, you don't have a clear objective anymore. I have opening range gap low from like when is this? From Thursday or from Friday? Opening range gap low. But that's just shooting in the dark. That's not something I usually aim for. Nice hold, bro. This was painful. This was painful. I think going forward, I'm not going to try to select between ES and NQ. We're just going to trade NQ. Because I know one thing for sure, it's pretty rare ES will flip because it's not as volatile. Can you explain why shorts today? I'm just trying to learn. Of course. Let's break down the full trade. I'll show you my journal. So first, let's go over the loss because we did take a loss earlier. It was on NQ shorts. So we tried shorting at 935. The reasoning behind this short was very simple. Okay, we've had a move above 830, and the main reason behind this short, I'm gonna explain it very nice now. The main reason behind this short is one, this overnight sell-off set a stage for a potential bearish day. That's one. We had a pretty large sell-off overnight, so you have to consider if we were to continue lower, what would it look like? We'd probably run buy stops and then go lower. Okay, that's one. Two, if you look at the YM, now if you're on TikTok, you can't even see. Okay, hold on. Let me go to the YM. If you look at the Dow Jones, obviously bearish. I mean, this thing opened and just completely dumped right away. No, one candle up, everything else down. So I was like, YM may lead short today. That's two. And third and finally, this was the most important, was that dollar index was bullish today. Look at dollar index. It's going to be an up close day. You're not going to see a crazy reversal on dollar like this. Dollar index has been trending higher the entire day. And going into 930, it was also making higher highs. Look, this is 915, 915, 940. It's already breaking above higher. So dollar index is trading at high of day. To me, that means we're probably going to see a move lower on indices. The obvious objective for me, and this was a part of the pre-market plan, was previous day low on ES. Now the first trade I took was NQ shorts. 1 minute bearish fair value gap. We had one candle overlap this candle with speed. There was SMT on the 930 candle. And we were respecting opening range gap low above 830. So all the confluences there. We got stopped. Market came up higher. And then we took this short, but on ES, which I don't want to talk about how much better it would have been on NQ. But we took this short after. Why? Very simple. We cleared out the buy stops. And we got the same setup. It's essentially the same idea, except this one swept out buy side liquidity. And the SMT was still there. So the initial short would have played out on ES, because ES was weaker. But then the actual short that distributed played out better on the NASDAQ. So it's tricky. Like that's a tricky scenario for me. Like, that's tricky. But that's essentially why we were bearish. And I'd expect this to continue lower too. So we can tape read this setup. TP1 and TP2. What do you use 830 open for? 830 open is I use that for my New York session power of 3. Whole numbers are important. Yeah, whole numbers are important. Every 50 and every 10. No, this is NASDAQ and S&P 500. And we'll study this trade together. I'm not going to take it, but I do think it looks like a pretty good setup to me. Yeah. The only issue with a trade like this is, again, the objective is not as good as before. Before, we were aiming for previous day's low. Very easy, very obvious objective. Now we're aiming for the low that was just put in, right? 1033 low is not as important as previous day low. But again, I do think it's possible if we just a trend continuation idea. TP1, TP2. Okay, the second trade we took was the second trade we took. So we'll study this trade. I even said that it would, if it was bearish, it would reject from this level. This would have been way more easier than all this we did. Like, this is probably just going to go down. Hey, can anyone want to ask you something about futures? Friday regular gap is a good target. Yeah, that's what this blue line is. RTH gap Friday. The second trade we took, we entered at 947, got out at 1034. 947. 1034 was also a protraction model. We got up to 4 contracts, 1 pyramid. Net P&L was 208.81. That trade initially was a very good trade. I'm giving this first entry a 10. Beautiful. Beautiful. Like, that's an A+ trade. That's going into the macro SMT speed. That's a 10 out of 10 trade. How did I execute? How did I execute? I mean, it's pretty solid. I mean, I didn't break any rules. Followed the plan. Got a good exit. Exit. Probably could have pyramided one more. Give myself a 9 out of 10 because I could have pyramided one more. Very difficult hold because of deep retracements. NQ was a lot cleaner and easier. You can message me, lights out. You can always message me on Discord. I'm showing you guys my journal. I'll show you guys my journal. Oh, whoops. I don't know what I just said. We followed our risk plan for today. Followed the trade checklist. Distribution. We were looking for a weekly. All 3 confluences. Partial, trail to stop, trail TP, TP hit, manual close, all this stuff. Aftermath. Deeper retracement. After closing out, offering another continuation setup, which ended up, and then we'll have to finish that after because we don't know how it's going to end. This would be the continuation setup. So it looks like it's going to play out for me. Did anyone hop in this short, by the way? This is a very good short, in my opinion. Still holding my runner? Nice. What to aim for this trade? I would aim for this low at 7,380 It's probably going to hit with the next couple seconds, in my opinion, and then potentially 370, in my opinion. That's what I would do. That's what I'm studying. Your order never got filled? Market order, bro. Let's see how the Discord did. How did you guys do today? I had to hold a very difficult trade, but it paid off. Boom, 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 boom. Order didn't get filled. That's unfortunate. I have from the 1 high hour above. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I think lesson learned though, we're just gonna trade NQ from now on. Make our life a lot easier. Make our life a lot easier. Take any trades, 2 trades. How did CPI go for you this morning? We didn't end up getting filled on CPI. So it was no trade. Take any trades, took 2 trades, 1 loss short, 1 win short. The win was a lot, but like the win was double, so we're up 1R. Or we're up 1%. Live account we're not up 1% just because how it worked out with margin. I couldn't pyramid as much. Anyways, this is the journal. I will share with you guys the journal. Let's go to Twitter. Okay, let me sign into my brokerage account so I can journal my trades. Guys, we're gonna do a PM session stream today. PM session stream today. You trade live account funded simultaneously? Yes. Sometimes I'll only trade my accounts and not live. But recently I've just been doing the same every time. But everything is on Twitter. If you follow my Twitter, you'll see every single plan, win, loss, execution on my live account. So you can see the same executions on my live account. Let's remove this. It just with the margin couldn't be as good, unfortunately. Let me just clear this up. That was the initial trade, and then the first trade. What's this? Anything else I need to note? No. So I'll just let's clear that. Let's clear that. Let's download that. So I'll put that in my journal as well. So if you guys want to watch me risk what I made in the, I'll. There's a very good chance, let's just say, that I'll be risking what I made today in the afternoon. Which will be just one trade, but we can't even afford to lose. Well, we can afford to lose, but we won't take more than one. It'll be just one trade. Okay, so if you guys want to see the Twitter post, MNQ short, yes, short, May, what date? The 15th. Well, Initial short on MNQ was early. Re-entry on MES after retraction short formed in the macro. Looking for previously low and potentially Friday RTH close, and was trailed out nicely. Difficult hold. Unfortunately, re-entry on MES in the macro. Net result on the live account. Actually, a little bit less. 58 divided by 150, 0.39. And then we'll slap image in there, which would be this one. We'll just put that in there. So that's there if you guys want it. You guys can keep track of my stuff, see how I journal. That's probably what you'll learn most. As for this trade setup is still playing. Remember we talked about shorting here to this, TP1, and then TP2 would be here. I'm just waiting for this to finish so I can complete my journal because it's the final step is what happened after the trade. So once that's done, we'll call it a day and we'll call it. Yeah, look at regular NQ. We are close to it. That's good. Yes, it is a good reason to hold. Yes. I do that very often. In fact, if I was in this trade personally, I'd probably just put my stop loss here right now. And I say that because NQ already took the low and it's 11. So we could see a deeper lunch retracement. So yeah, like NQ hit TP. So you can't really do much. What I want to know is the stock market. Did the stock market crash? Ooh, nice. That would be TP1. You guys want to do some stock screening together? Okay, journal is finished. Close. You guys want to do some stock screening? You had a bad losing streak? It happens, bro. I was on a really bad losing streak. Now I'm on a little bit of a winning streak. It happens, bro. You just gotta keep showing up, keep trusting the process. Remember what works and what doesn't work. You got it. Look at regular on NQ. Yep. Oh, look. Yeah. What do you mean regular? Take any trades? 2 trades, 2 shorts today. All right, let's make a quick video recap for TikTok, and I'm only gonna outline the winner because that's how I feel. I went short today on the S&P 500, and I'm gonna break it down why I was looking for lower prices, and it actually all starts on the dollar index. Dollar index was pushing higher today. If you look at the daily chart on the dollar index, we've had pretty much expansion the entire day, and going into 9:30 market open, we were also expanding higher. That sets the stage for a potential sell-off with the indices. Now we look at the YM, and as I toggle the YM chart, you will notice YM had a huge sell-off off the open. That was indicative that we could potentially sell off on NQ and ES. Obviously could have been wrong, but we have to look for our model and our signatures. The trade I took today was on the S&P 500, and this is exactly what I saw and used to enter short. Market went lower right off the open. I initially went short once we had the retracement and then the break again inside the macro. I shorted off of this displacement. We had another retracement, displacement I shorted. Stop loss was here, then here, and then we had another short, another displacement. I couldn't short again because margin requirements, but then I trailed my stop loss here, and you can see we saw that flush all the way to previous day's low. We then have a later on continuation setup towards this low, but that drawn liquidity is not strong for me, so I didn't execute that trade. However, I do think this could be a potential terminus. That's why I shorted today. That's how it went, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. How long was that shit? Was that good? Yo, be honest, chat. Was that good? That wasn't bad, right? I can use that. Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming through to the live stream. I'm just gonna do a bootcamp meeting now. Bootcamp meeting. 1 minute. And this was an experience. Like, this is an experience thing. I'll be honest, if you were bullish today, it's not a bad thing, but it's an experience thing. You know, like you'll pick it up. Why you can see the signatures that okay, today might actually be a sell-off day, right? Given the dollar index, Dow Jones, like there were signs, you know. So if you were bullish, don't beat yourself up. Never ever beat yourself up. Always be positive to yourself. You're always trying to improve. You're not trying to hurt yourself. If I was in this trade still, my stop would be probably just here. Honest, I wouldn't even use the top of that. But again, I'd be looking for this. That's TP1. This would be TP2, and that's how I'd manage. I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. I'll be live again for PM session, risking my profits. Most likely we'll be looking for PM shorts if the model is there. If it's not there, then we'll just come on for like 30 minutes, talk, chat, and then we'll see how it goes. But that's probably going to be hit. So I will see you guys live in the PM. Take care. Till next time.